Welcome to the New Year's Eve episode of 6 Minute Style. We have a fun and fabulous menu idea for you tonight. You're gonna wanna serve this up with your friends and family. Everyone's gonna love it. We're sipping champagne. Let's get started. Now, if you're looking at the buffet table, you're probably thinking this looks pretty complicated. It's not. It's super simple. It involves steaming, cutting, and combining. That's it. It's New Year's, probably a bit of pouring. I think that's a good thing. Now, we have 3 courses here. My recommendation is to spread them out over the course of the evening. Don't worry about rushing or anything. You want to have time to mingle, to entertain, to play with your kids and all of that. So this is wonderful. A friend shared this. This is how they celebrate Christmas Eve. I think it's fabulous for any holiday or special occasion. We're going to start with the first course. This is a cheese fondue. Now, the secret is to heat up your cheese fondue on the stovetop first and then to put it in the cute little pot on your buffet and just light the little candle underneath. You don't need to heat it right here. Now, we've decided to use bread for our first course. I'm just gonna dip this in. I'm tempted to eat it, but I probably won't on camera. This is a wonderful Swiss cheese fondue. I actually purchased this at Costco. You can find it in most grocery stores. It comes pre-packaged. You just heat it up, as I said. So that adds to the simplicity of this. You don't even have to prepare it. If you are a chef at heart and you want to make your own cheese fondue, you can certainly find recipes online and in cookbooks, and there's multiple ones that you'll love. I'm going to set this aside and not eat it, and we'll move on to our second course. So in our first course, we had the fun. Now we're moving into the fabulous. What could be more fabulous than Alaskan king crab legs and a gorgeous Caesar salad? Now, this Caesar salad I did not make from scratch, but certainly you could go out and buy all the ingredients, mix it up. I think that's wonderful. Your friends will love that. If you are indeed pressed for time, you can go ahead and buy a prepackaged salad. It just adds to the simplicity of this evening. But just serve it up, add some fresh lemons of your own, squeeze it on top. It's nice. You might want to serve this right after the breads and then take a little break and then go into the Alaskan king crabs. You can probably find this at your local fish market. If you don't have a fish market, your supermarket may very well have it. And during the holidays, they usually carry this sort of seafood product. We just melted a little bit of butter. We're going to squeeze a little bit of fresh lemon into there. Adds a nice taste. And then you'll just present that to your guests. And I think this is a second course that is super fun, fabulous. How can we pass up on this? Before we jump into our third and final course, which is I think my favorite, even though I love the others, it's chocolate. Who cannot love chocolate? I want to talk a little bit about the cheese fondue. We started with champagne. I think that's a great way to introduce your guests to the evening, welcome them. Second course, you might want to pair a nice white wine with the king crab legs and with the Caesar salad. And going into our chocolate fondue, which is our third and final course of the evening, you might want to pair a red wine with this. This is, I think, the best way to finish off an evening, and I would recommend taking some time before you sit down with this last course, because you really want to be able to enjoy it. You want to have some room in your stomach to absorb it all. So we have a great chocolate fondue recipe that we'll have on our website. You can click to find that. We've sliced up bananas, strawberries, pineapple because my husband loves them, kiwi because it's just kind of a unique flavor, and then we have some pound cake. Now, you can certainly make your own pound cake. If you're a baker or a cook and you want to be in the kitchen, I say go for it. Your friends will appreciate it. If you're like me and you want to keep things simple and quick, Sara Lee frozen pound cake in your frozen food aisle at the supermarket, probably the way to go. This you just dip in here, and again, just like with the cheese fondue, you want to heat your chocolate on the stovetop first, and then just pour it into the fondue pot, and the little candlelight tea light underneath will keep it warm and smooth. Now, with the cheese fondue, I actually set it down. I really want to eat this one. I'm gonna wrap up this show pretty quickly because I cannot set this down. It's chocolate. How can I not eat this? It is New Year's. I said going into the final course wine, when you've finished, if it's close to the hour and you've saved any bubbly, you might want to pick up your bottle of champagne. Happy New Year to you all. Thanks for joining me on 6 Minute Style. I'm gonna eat this. This week's quick tip. Now, if you saw on the table, we had 2 fondue pots. I wanted to let you know you won't need 2 fondue pots. Keep in mind, this is a 3-course meal, so you can certainly take the cheese fondue pot once you've finished up with that course, clean it out, and then fill it up with the chocolate. So don't worry about having to buy a second fondue pot. You're fine with one. And again, happy New Year. Thanks for joining us. Are you filming that?
Yeah.
Do you really do that in one bite?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like, how do you do it?
I might cut the pieces of bread a little smaller.
Just cram it.